Hi, I'm Silvia Mazzarelli. I'm the coordinator of the Global Network of Religions for Children, GNRC, in Latin America and the Caribbean. As you will have heard, this year the Youth Committee will focus on reflecting on how to protect children and young people in the digital world, and particularly on how faith communities can promote actions and initiatives to create protective conditions and environments for children and adolescents in the digital domain. But before talking about this, I would like you to take a few minutes to reflect on the many opportunities that the internet and the so-called ICTs, or information and communication technologies, offer to children and young people like you. I can think of some opportunities. I'm sure you can think of many more opportunities. But just as an example, I can learn plenty of things on the internet. I can have access to YouTube, to Pinterest. So anything I want to learn about, I can find a video on the internet. So if I want to learn how to cook, most probably I will find a video on how to cook. If I want to learn how to dance, there's a video on how to dance, etc. Secondly, I can access lots of very interesting information online on different topics, news from all over the world. Thirdly, I can keep in touch with family and friends through different apps like Messenger, Telegram, WhatsApp. And this is very important for those of us who have our loved ones far away in other continents and countries all over the world. Fourth, I can entertain myself through online games or listening to music, watching videos, watching films, movies. And finally, there's also the opportunity of buying stuff online and selling stuff online. So these are some that I could think of, but I'm sure you can think of many, many other opportunities that you can find online and that the ICTs offer to children and young people like you. However, it's important to know that there are not only opportunities, there are also some risks while navigating and surfing the web. What kinds of risks can you think about? Can you name a few? I think it's very important to reflect on this in order to prevent them and stay safe online. I would like to talk a few minutes about the online sexual abuse and exploitation of children, which includes many things. It includes online child sexual abuse material, sometimes called child pornography. It includes grooming of children for sexual purposes, which means developing a relationship with a child through social media or messaging to enable their sexual abuse or exploitation. And it can happen either online or offline. But it also includes live streaming sexual abuse of children. Or it can also include sextortion, which is coercing and blackmailing children for sexual purposes. So producing or utilizing sexual images or videos which depict a child for the purposes of sexual, financial, or other personal gains. And the offenders can be either adults or peers of the victims. There's a very interesting video available online created by stopsextortion.org that we would like you to watch. It's about sextortion. It's short, and I'm sure you'll find it very interesting. Now, I would like you to think about the following. Are there any behaviors that you think might put you at risk? I think there are. Some of these are, for example, sharing inappropriate pictures online or through text messages, sharing inappropriate content, promoting hate speech, bad messages against someone's sexuality, someone's race or religion, etc. The information we share online can spread really quickly and to a lot of people. Once you send a photo online, there's no way to control it and keep track of it. Now, please take a few minutes to reflect and think about how much information you are comfortable sharing online. What kind of person are you? Are you one of those persons that shares information 24 hours a day on Facebook, Instagram, and other social media? What kind of information do you share? Have you ever heard about sexting, which is the sharing of nude or suggestive images and pictures and videos through text messages? Sometimes young people get involved with sexting as a way of joking around with friends, or as a way of flirting with somebody, or if they are in a relationship where one of the two parts, either the boyfriend or the girlfriend, asks for a photo of the other. And obviously this creates some kind of pressure on the other person. It's very important to know that if you feel pressured to send inappropriate content by anyone, you can say no. And if you're struggling with that decision, then you can reach out to a friend, or even better, to a trusted adult. Because feeling supported can help make those tough decisions a little bit more easier. It's also important for you to know that if a sexting image or video has been posted to a website or an app, there are some steps you can take to try to get it taken down. There's another video I would like you to watch, which is called Your Photo Fate by NetSmarts. It's an interesting video on the consequences of posting a picture, a photo online. So please watch that video as well. Finally, I would like to touch upon the topic of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is the use of technology to bully someone. It can include many things. It can include, for example, saying mean things to somebody, creating a hate group about someone, spreading gossips or rumors about somebody, posting inappropriate photos, bothering someone online, making mean comments online, photoshopping someone's photo to embarrass that person and then sharing the images online, or making threatening remarks, or stealing someone's identity to then create a fake profile in some social media. So it's important that if that happens to you, you reach immediately out to someone you trust and get help. No one should ever have to tolerate being bullied. I would like you to check out a note by Facebook called Empower Teens that has resources and strategies for teens who have been the target of bullying, or who want to help someone, a friend that has been bullied, or who have themselves engaged in bullying. It's a very interesting note with interesting insights, so please take a look at it. So in this video, we went through some of the opportunities and risks that we can find online. I think it's clear by now that what we do online matters offline as well, and that we have to focus on creating a safe and positive online environment for every child and young person, because every child and young person has the right to be and feel safe online. So let's be very careful about what we share. Let's report any inappropriate online behavior. Let's not wait for something really bad to happen before reporting. Now think, what can you do as a young person to contribute to creating this online safe and ethical environment? And what about your faith community? Do you think faith communities have a role to play in this? Do you think faith communities can support you to take action? Are you willing to take the lead and contribute to preventing online violence against children and young people? Thank you, and let's keep in touch.